Hello, my friend. I'm Jenny Holbert, if we haven't met, founder of Wild Wellness and an essential oil specialist. And that's actually what I'm so excited to talk to you about today. I want to share some beautiful, fun, and practical ways for you to use doTERRA essential oils. And something that has come to my awareness is that today, July 20th, 2020, is a new moon in the sign of Cancer. Now, I'm not an astrologist, but I love learning from them. And what I know and what I've learned about this new moon in Cancer relates to what I want to share with you when it comes to the essential oils. So I'm just going to share just a few things about this new moon in the sign of Cancer with you so you kind of have a picture of where we're going with the essential oils and these practical uses I have. So Cancer is that archetype of the mother. So it's that feminine energy that is within all of us, no matter what our gender. And symbolically, Cancer actually is personified as the crab. So if you think about the crab carries her home with her always. She's always at home and she always belongs. And the mother wisdom that Cancer brings reminds us that if we tend to ourselves first, that gives us this reset that gives then strength and resilience to care for others in the long haul. And I got this bit of wisdom that I'm sharing with you from mysticmama.com, by the way, mystic mama with two M's.com. So if you want to go and explore this a little bit more, you can. But this week, in terms of doTERRA essential oils, there is a chance for you to get buy one, get one free specials. And this is known as BOGO. doTERRA does this just a few times a year. And it's a really special opportunity because starting today, July 20th, there is actually a box available, a BOGO box, where while supplies last, you can get these 5 essential oils that I'm going to talk about. Plus, you are going to get 6 other surprise essential oils that will be revealed throughout this week. And so, by the way, if you need information on ordering, purchasing, I'm going to include that link below, so no worries there. But what I'm going to do is talk about the essential oils in the BOGO box, the 5 that we know are in there. And as I said, the other 6 are going to be a surprise and you get them free. But in relationship to what I just shared about this new moon in the sign of Cancer, because I was thinking about this and it's so interesting that this box is available today on the new moon. And this new moon, to me, it's sort of like this relationship that we have with ourselves. And I want to share the essential oil information with you in the context of ways that you can use the essential oils to nurture yourself, ways that you can mother with the oils, whether that's mothering yourself or whether that's mothering children or others around you, and just ways that you can use them at home, because there's this real focus on home, and whether home means the DIY products that you make and the homemade things that you create to spray and use on surfaces or even put on your body in that sense of home. Also, I guess what it means to use essential oils in the sense of helping you feel more at home in your body and feeling grounded. So kind of feeling that surrender to the flow of life and being able to create that sense of family and home within you and around you, filling your space with positive energy and things that make you feel good. So that's sort of where I'd like to head with how I talk about these essential oils. And the first one that I'm going to start with is turmeric. So you might be familiar with turmeric. It actually comes from the root, which I think of immediately as being a very grounding energy. And this oil is. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But turmeric contains curcuminoids, and it also has tumerones. Now, the tumerones are found in the essential oil, and they're known for their neuroprotective benefits. So nervous system, think brain, spinal cord, things related to our memory and function of our cognition. So steam distillation actually is a process that pulls out the tumerones, and you're left with about 70% tumerones in the essential oil. So that's why it makes it really unique compared to just an extract itself and using the essential oil. And if you are in our oil community, you would have seen probably a post. I shared it a long time ago, might have even been over a year ago, but in our oil community Facebook group, a post on when I was starting to feel that sore throat, sniffles come on, you know what I'm talking about. And I also happened to start my period the same day. So I took 3 drops of turmeric essential oil in a capsule because I was targeting 2 things at once. Turmeric is great for a healthy inflammatory response, and it also supports the immune system. And it's a warming oil to promote circulation. So I was wanting to help my immune system, of course, also help with the inflammatory benefits that it has and the circulatory benefits, since I had just started my menstrual cycle. So many people also love it. Just speaking of circulation and that healthy inflammatory response, many people use it topically for joints and for muscles. So you can think about that. I also, another practical way I love to use it is in my morning elixir. I switch it up. I don't always have the same beverage, but especially in the cooler months, like in fall and in winter, I'll go to this more because it is quite warming in the sense. It has a cup of coconut milk, 1 or 2 scoops of grass-fed collagen. I use the Vital Proteins, and then 2 drops of turmeric, 1 drop of cardamom, 1 drop of ginger, and just a little bit of salt, maybe a little bit of honey or stevia to give it a little sweetness, and then blend it all up and enjoy it. You can use just a mixer blender, or you can put it in a blender itself. It's so, so, so delicious. So yeah, turmeric you can take internally for that flavor benefit, but also all the other benefits that I mentioned for the internal use. And as I said, turmeric comes from the root, so it is a grounding essential oil. And in the Essential Oils and Emotions book, which you may have reference to, it's actually known as the oil of restoration. So some of the notes that I wanted to share from that book really stood out to me was that turmeric offers hope to ground us during times of upheaval or significant changes. I don't know if that could be any more relevant right now. And it helps us restore faith and goodness, remembering that each person occupies a unique role in the unfolding destiny of our world, the world. And so it also assists those who struggle against systemic barriers like bias and racism by helping us recognize discordant and damaging messages and distinguishing them from the truth. Turmeric. Yes. So you may not have known that about the emotional, spiritual properties of turmeric and sort of those energetic properties that it has, but feel free to use it topically to help assist you with these things as well, or inhaling it from the bottle or your hands, or even making up a spray. After reading this, I'm inspired myself to make up a room spray that I can use and maybe even have it in my car, wherever you think you'll be able to use it, or you could even use your empty 15 ml bottle and make a diffuser blend. But I'm inspired to put turmeric with Litsea. It blends well with Litsea. And you can see what other oils that you think it blends well with. I think that's going to add quite a bit of a nice citrus scent to it. So I might also include then a little bit of a floral. I'm leaning towards like a little rose or geranium. So I'm not sure what that blend's going to be yet, but play around with it yourself. I'm going to start with turmeric and Litsea and go from there. And if I come up with something good, I'll definitely share it with you. But yes, that for, just getting that aromatic sense. You want to get it in your senses from breathing it in, or on your body if you're drawn to it that way. So that's enough on turmeric for now. Let's move on to tea tree or melaleuca. You might have known this oil as before, but tea tree is so good for pimples or skin blemishes. I have a couple spots on my face that just popped out that I use that on a somewhat regular basis. If you have ongoing sort of oily skin, which I don't tend to, but if you do, you can also add it to your moisturizer, your face wash, and use it as a cleanser that way. I actually have made up a little bottle as well. So I use one of my empty 15 milliliter bottles and I put a spray top on it. And it's a little first aid spray for my dog Cowboy. So anytime he gets a little scratch or something of some sort that the skin needs some support on, I have this spray that has 2 drops each of tea tree, lavender, and frankincense. And then I filled the rest with olive oil in case he does go ahead and lick that. Then he's just ingesting the olive oil and a very small amount of essential oils, which have seemed to be okay with him. So that's a spray I have on hand for him. And then another practical way I use tea tree is in a multi-purpose cleaner. It blends really well with citrus like lemon or lime, But in looking at the oils that I'm going to talk to you about, I got really inspired to create my next multi-purpose spray with tea tree and island mint. Oh my goodness, that's going to be so delicious. Not to taste, but like delicious, just smelling delicious. So I'm going to share island mint with you now. Island mint is a blend done for you. It's lime, lemon, peppermint, and spruce. Amazing. Like, it's the best. I have it diffusing right now, actually. It's going to be a really lovely blend to put in a spray bottle with water and have in your car. So if you have like a 4-ounce spray bottle that you pick up, there's different places online you can get those, by the way. I get them from aromatools.com a lot of times. And a spray bottle with like 10 drops of essential oil. If you have a 4-ounce bottle, fill the rest with water, have that in your car as a freshening spray. You can diffuse it at home. It's wonderful in the morning, especially. It's going to be an oil blend that's relaxing to your emotions, but invigorating to the body. So that's a perfect combo. And just speaking of that grounding theme that I shared in the beginning, spruce is one of my favorite oils for this. And spruce is also good for opening the lungs. So I think of the sense that once we feel grounded, we can feel more connected to our breath and really feel more expansive that way. And spruce is also known to strengthen our self-identity and our root chakra, or the first chakra. So that's our connectedness to ourselves and to home. So this is going to be a really amazing blend to work with if you haven't yet, which likely you haven't, because it's actually not a blend that doTERRA has available all the time. It's been kind of a special offer oil at different times. So get it in this collection with the box if you're inspired to do so. Another blend done for you in this collection in the BOGO box is Deep Blue. This is the soothing blend. Many of us know and use lots of Deep Blue, and it is great for sore muscles, definitely. But I love having the essential oil form, which comes in the box, for applying along the spine, or if I want to be able to blend it with other oils, whether it's in fractionated coconut oil in a roll-on, or whether I'm putting it with a lotion or body butter. But I love putting Deep Blue with Aroma Touch. And I love adding Siberian fir or frankincense to Deep Blue. So when you have the oil, you can make up your own blends, and you can kind of find that right blend that works for you. If you're someone who's used this blend topically for occasional pain and you haven't seen the results that you want, maybe adding another oil would be just the thing that you need. And sometimes layering it, so putting Deep Blue on first and then putting frankincense, or putting Deep Blue on and then copaiba even might be the thing to do. Or in this case, since you're getting the turmeric, that's actually another great oil to put on topically for muscle soreness and joint stiffness. So Deep Blue and turmeric together, good combo. All right, so emotionally, the oil of Deep Blue is the oil of surrendering pain. So I'm referencing this book again. Surrendering pain, physical pain and emotional pain. Sometimes emotional pain we're resistant or avoiding that it's even there. And so Deep Blue is known to strengthen our ability to face that. And instead of resisting, kind of open up to the possibility that pain could be a teacher in our lives. So that's interesting. When we use these oils topically, they definitely have more than just a physical influence on our lives, right? And in addition to the topical use, you can inhale the Deep Blue for what I talked about as far as the emotional benefits too. So don't forget, just inhaling the oil can be extremely helpful. Last but not least, my friends, Melissa. Melissa essential oil is a beautiful citrus oil that's very, it's got a light and bright, crisp aroma to it. And it is an amazing oil for immune support. You're going to want to have this one if that's a priority for you. And internally in a capsule or under your tongue is how that would best be used for your immune system. At the first sign that I am feeling something come on, I'll put a drop on the roof of my mouth or under my tongue. And Melissa internally is also known to help with calming our nerves. So a lot of people use it for emotional support as well. And in the emotions book, it is the oil of light. So what I wanted to share here is that awakens the soul to truth and light. It reminds us of who we truly are and why we came to this earth. Melissa invites one to release everything and anything that holds us back from releasing our fullest potential. So that really relates for me with our theme here that I wanted to thread through all of this, which is being at home within ourselves, being at home even in our bodies, and finding that place no matter what's happening around us. Melissa blends well with frankincense, peppermint, and lime. So if you'd like to experiment with some of your own blends, these empty 15 ml bottles are amazing for having your own blends made up. So if you have some empties and you want to create some diffuser blends that you can use, you're much more likely to diffuse blends if you already have it mixed up in a bottle rather than have to grab bottles as you go. So you can always test it out first, but then once you find something you like, then put it in a blend bottle like that and put your stickers on it, label it, and you'll be set with a diffuser blend or even a topical blend if you feel inspired to use it in a spray. You can apply Melissa to your forehead as well. That could be a great place, inhaling it from the bottle, like I said. And if you have a reference guide like this one, I encourage you to look up Melissa in here to see all of the other benefits that it has, some things that I won't be able to talk about directly here, and I want to wrap this video up, but I want you to reference this because there's some really important things that Melissa is known to be helpful for. And if you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help, or reach out to the person who's been guiding you with the oils. So the cost of the BOGO box with all of the 5 oils and blends that I just talked about, plus the 6 that you get as a surprise bonus, the cost is either $295 retail or wholesale $221.50. So there's no need to pay retail. You can save $74 as a wholesale customer, and that way you're getting the oils 25% off, actually for another year. So I can help you get set up with a wholesale customer account, or the person who's been guiding you can do that. It's really simple, and it's going to help you to get the 25% off, save $75 on this kit. And if you're already a member, you'll find some info here on how you can purchase. So you'll be all set there. But just remember, you're getting 11 oils in this BOGO box. And even though I only talked about 5, because the other 6 are a surprise to all of us, you will get 11. And that's about $20 per essential oil. So Melissa alone costs $125 wholesale. $20 per oil is what the average comes out to. It just blows my mind at what amazing deal that is and how generous that is of doTERRA. So it's a great time to expand your collection, to get some other oils that you don't have, and some of these blends that maybe you do use often, or some of the oils you do have already, like tea tree, such a versatile oil to have on hand. So let me know if I can help you with the next step, or reach out to the person who's been guiding you, whatever works, and order while supplies last, since the BOGO box did sell out last time. And again, it's a perfect time to have these tools from nature in your home to use on your body and just take in with all your senses. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to talking to you soon.